Okay, we're live now. Have a little technical difficulties to begin with. Have a little technical difficulties to begin with. But now let's start this show, this super show Thursday. And that family emergency was my younger brother, and so I was there for my younger brother, and or in the past few months, and then Drew McIntyre's cat passing away. I mean, it's just like all this kind of stuff just happens, man. I tell you what, you get so attached to these animals, it's just crazy, and they become your whole world. And my brother's husky Isis was his whole world. He had her for 15 years, and she traveled all over the United States with him, and all this good stuff, and so just got me thinking, about what Drew McIntyre must have be going through or went through, what CM Punk must have went through with their pets passing, and it's sad, man. It's just sad, and I hate to start off the Super Show with such a sad vibe, but it needs to be said. That's why I wasn't here Wednesday night. That's why I wasn't able to do it Thursday. That's why I'm just now getting around to doing the Super Show here on Friday night. I'm sure a lot of you are tuned into SmackDown right now as we are on WrestleMania Eve right now. WrestleMania Eve. I'm telling you right now, WrestleMania night one is gonna be awesome. I mean, it's just gonna be awesome. I mean, where am I going to be at for WrestleMania night one? Well, for night one, me and my buddy are going up to Twin Peaks in East Ridge, and so we're going to party at Twin Peaks. Eat their good food, look at their good women, and the whole 9 yards with that. As we watch WrestleMania night one together at Twin Peaks. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. He's looking forward to it. We're nowhere near Vegas, so we can't go to Vegas, but we can go to Twin Peaks in East Ridge, Tennessee, and that's exactly what we're doing. That is exactly what we're doing. And I just want to say a few things. I talked about the Ted DiBiase situation, lawsuits, and that he got off on all his counts a few weeks back, and then I saw that Ted DiBiase is booked for WrestleCon, and my question is, will Ted DiBiase Jr. show up at WrestleMania, and there be some sort of legacy reunion type situation where he turns on Cody or something like that? I mean, that would just be wild if he did. I mean, that would just be wild if he did. I mean, he's already going to be in Vegas at WrestleCon. I mean, he's already been found not guilty of his criminal charges. So I don't know why WWE wouldn't have him back. And question is, will will he show up at WrestleMania? Will he show up at WrestleMania? Will there be a legacy reunion? Now that could be awesome. That could be awesome. And let's talk about SmackDown. Pat McAfee. When Pat McAfee first turned on Cody Rhodes and gave that promo a few weeks ago, I was just like, wow, he is speaking exactly what I've been thinking for a long time, because I have not been able to seriously watch WWE and keep up with it for a while. And if it made some major changes, I could. And I was so with Pat McAfee to the point of everything Pat McAfee said. And this is just the God's honest truth. That's the gospel. I mean, I was just with Pat McAfee with everything he said. And I don't know what else to say about that. There was the CM Punk pipe bomb 2.0 that happened right after that, where he was talking about, Pat McAfee, and talking about, the tickets being too high for WrestleMania and stuff. I'm just telling you, man, this is probably the first WrestleMania It's probably the first WrestleMania you could actually go up to the box office the day of the event and buy tickets. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's sold out. I really don't. I don't think it's sold out at all. I believe that you could actually go up to the box office and buy tickets for this event. I mean, honestly, it's just crazy. It's crazy how high the tickets are. It's crazy. I don't know, man. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. And them doing a discount for night one and not night two. That's crazy. Why don't you just do a discount on both days and just like try to get your seats filled up? Because I'm telling you right now, they've complained about AEW showing empty sections of the arena. I mean, WrestleMania might be the same way. In all honesty, it might be the same way. Let me just skip over to let's do some AEW talk. All right, let's do some AEW talk. Tekla Tekla has signed a contract, re-signed or re-upped her contract, and she is probably the coolest heel female that I've seen in a while. And for her to re-up her contract already, that just proves that AEW is trying to hold on to her and just not let her go to WWE anytime soon. And it's just it's a smart move. It's a smart move. I mean, she's a big time star and she's going places. She hasn't even reached her peak yet, and she's going places. And that makes me ask the question: who used the belt better on their opponent, Tekla, Chris Statlander, or Tessa Blanchard? And I'm going to call a friend. I'm going to phone a friend. Let's see if he answers the phone, and see what his answer is on this. All right, let's call a friend here.
Uh-huh.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who used the leather strap better, Chris Statlander, Tekla, or Tessa Blanchard?
Probably Tekla. She really laid in the Statlander with it. Well,
all right, that's your answer.
Yeah.
All right, I'll holler at you later. Bye. All right, he says Tekla. My boy says Tekla, and I don't know if you heard him or not, but I tend to agree with that. Tessa Blanchard probably coming second, and then Stat Daddy in third. But speaking of foreign objects, man. Speaking of foreign objects, should Hikaru Shida have used the kendo stick on the April 21st edition of Thursday Night Collision against Willow Nightingale? I think she should have. I don't know if she has yet or not hit anybody with a kendo stick or cheap shotted them. I haven't kept up with that lately. I'll be honest with you. I've been kind of slacking here lately. But I think she should have hit Willow Nightingale after the loss. I really do. Really do. Then it's like, I got all excited. Speaking of AEW, I got all excited when Ospreay and Mox was inked down for the for the championship match of Dynasty, and for Moxley to defeat Ospreay, to defeat Ospreay, that was a surprise to me. It really was. It was a really major surprise to me. I figured that Ospreay would win, but Mox, tough as nails, man, won that match. And speaking of winning, and who I thought would win, Jericho got to pick his opponent for Dynasty. He put Ricochet on the list, then Ricochet beat him at Dynasty. Now that shocked me too. That shocked me a lot too. And then Of course, Darby Allin won the AEW World Heavyweight Championship the Monday after Dynasty, and he beat Andrade at Dynasty to become the number one contender. And it's just like, man, I'm just telling you, it's just AEW's on fire right now. That's all I'm saying. It's on fire right now. It's got Tekla as the world female champion. It's got Darby Allin as the men's world champion, and it's just on fire, man. It's absolutely on fire. It's just like I don't know what else what it's just like it's just awesome. It's awesome. AEW is an awesome place to be, especially since Jericho came back. You know, from what I understand, WWE wanted to sign him to a 1 year contract where he would do a where he would do a last year of wrestling, and then after he finishes up the last year of wrestling, he'd become one of their legends. And he didn't want to do that. He's not wanting to quit wrestling anytime soon, and so he chose to stay in AEW, which I'm glad he did. I really am glad he did. Now I'm going to jump back to WWE for a second. And Liv Morgan, I understand. Look, I haven't personally seen the reel. I haven't seen the information anywhere, but I understand that Liv Morgan say her and Dirty Dom are a, are a bigger couple or a bigger wrestling sensation than Miss Elizabeth and the Macho Man. And I have to say false to that. It's false. There's nobody better than Miss Elizabeth and the Macho Man. There's really not a couple better than that. I'm sorry, there's not. Liv Morgan is crazier than a bed bug for me for her to say that if she said that. I mean, honestly, it's just one of those things. I mean, it's just like no, that's not it. That's not it at all. And I can't do it. I can't admit that, and I'm not going to admit that. Now let me jump to WCW for a second. I understand that when Kevin Nash was booking did when he said when he was booking W, he felt that W an owner of the company to be able to go head to head with people like Vince McMahon. And I understand that Kevin Nash did a did a had an idea, pitched an idea where Hulk Hogan would buy WCW, and then Hulk Hogan would become the McMahon character. But the only problem with that idea was this: um, if Hulk Hogan's contract, not only did he have creative control, but he had to wrestle to get paid. All right, so if he wasn't wrestling, he wasn't getting paid. So that whole storyline idea just flopped on its head, and that's what happened with that. And you know what I'm going to jump to now? MMA. The Rousey fight is in 5 weeks, y'all. The Rousey fight is in 5 weeks, and Ronda Rousey was on fire at that press conference. The press conference, she was actually, she was lit up talking about how this and that and how awesome this company is and that and this and all this kind of stuff. And this is the biggest fight ever between two women and all sorts of stuff. It's like, wow, if you haven't subscribed to Netflix yet, that would make you subscribe to Netflix. I mean, honestly, I mean, it just would, man. It just would. I am looking forward to that fight more than WrestleMania. I mean, more than watching WrestleMania tomorrow night at Twin Peaks. I mean, I am looking forward to that fight, and it's like it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. I am looking forward to that Rousey fight, and I hope Rousey tears her up. I really do. And I'm excited about it. Rousey got me excited about it. Rousey to go show up in AEW for a night, just stick it to TKO, then to come on um, Netflix, press conference. That's what I'm trying to say, press conference, and, and be so professional about things. It's just wild. That's wrestling for you though, and I hope Rousey tears her up. I'm picking Rousey to win it. I'm picking Rousey to win it. I want Rousey to win it. That's who my money's on. Is Ronda Rousey, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Is who my money's on, and that's the end of that. We're going to find out in 5 weeks, guys, who won that. Who's going to win that match? I'm reading through my notes here. All right. We got a couple more things to touch on tonight here on this super show. Like I said, it's a super show. All over the place. That's how super it is. Let's talk. Let's talk night 2 of NXT Revenge. That's happening next Tuesday night on CW. We got Tatum Paxley and Blake Monroe in a casket match. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, honestly, Tatum Paxley, her goth look, her goth appearance would make you think she could be like an Undertaker in a casket match. That dominant. I mean, it makes you think that match is for her. That match is for her. I mean, honest to God, it's just like Blake Monroe, a little bit of psycho herself. Just I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be that's gonna be an interesting match, but I'm predicting Tatum Paxley to win it. The next match, who I've talked about for so long, so many weeks in a row, Sol Ruka and Zarya, they're wrestling in a last woman standing match. And you know what? When I was watching Stand and Deliver, and I watched the closing match of Stand and Deliver, and I was hoping that they would put him in the last woman standing match. I was hoping it, and I willed it to happen, baby. I willed it to happen because it's going to happen Tuesday night, and on the CW, and that's a paper. Those are 2 pay-per-view quality matches right there. Honestly, those are 2 pay-per-view quality matches, and I'm talking about any brand: AEW, TNA, WWE, NXT. It doesn't matter. Those are 2 pay-per-view quality matches there, y'all. If you're not watching NXT, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't. I really don't. And I'm hoping Zarya tears her up. I really do. I hope Zarya beats the living hell out of Sol Ruka. I really do. Because she deserves it. She deserves it for being such a stingy person to Zarya and not being a true friend. I mean, honest to God. Now, let me just touch on Sunday night. Sunday, I'll be at NAWA Ring Champions here in Dalton, Georgia, and the big match is the Alexander Lev and Draco Starks facing off against in a 3-way match against the NAWA World Champion. Now, look, I'm predicting a new champion that night. Darko Starks, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right because he was nice enough to do an interview with me. Draco Starks, maybe. I hope he becomes the new champion. He is a former NXT wrestler. He is a former Evolve wrestler, and he's wrestling for NAWA now here in Dalton, Georgia. And Alexander Lev, of course, wrestles for NWA. And so these are some big time people, man. These are some professional people going up against the NAWA World Champion in a 3-way. I'm hoping there's a new champion that night. I'm hoping there's a new champion Sunday. I really do. And maybe there will be, maybe there won't be. And either way, I guess I'll report on this anyway for next Wednesday night, and we'll just let you know the results. Now, look, I'm going to end with this. I'm going to end with this. If Triple H gave me right here. If Triple H gave me the opportunity to make any WrestleMania match I wanted, if Triple H gave me the opportunity to make pen to paper any WrestleMania match I wanted, and it would happen, um, this is what I would do. I would bring back the three stages, three cages, the three stacked cage, the three stages stacked. You know, boom, 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 and I would put the world title and the undisputed title in the top, and we're talking about like um we're talking about like what they did in Raid and what they did in WCW for one or two matches, and I put like six people in that match, and it's hard to say. Let me think. Let me think of six people I could put in that match because I really didn't think about it beforehand. Well, Cody Rhodes. Let me see. Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Undertaker. That's three. Randy Orton. Um, Trick Williams. Let's give him a chance. And number six, Goldberg. Goldberg for number six. And the one, you know, they have to go through this cage, go through the bottom cage, go through the bottom cage, get the ladder, go up to the second cage, and then, you know, anybody that saw Ready to Rumble knows how it works. Anybody saw those episodes of Nitro or whatever the cage was on, and I would have a settle it with a true undisputed champion. Because you can't be the undisputed champion on one brand and be like, well, there's a world champion over there. I mean, it makes no sense, y'all. It just makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. So I would want to crown a true undisputed champion in a triple cage. That's what I would like to do. If Triple H gave me the pin and I can make any match I want, that's the match I would make. As we know, WrestleMania is the next two nights. WrestleMania is the next two nights. There's going to be a lot of surprises. Monday Night Raw is going to be a completely different playing field to some degree. I mean, honestly, it's just like, it's just going to be wild, man. It's just going to be wild. And all I ask is you tune in next Wednesday at my regular time, 10 p.m., or after Dynamite goes off. Dynamite sometimes lasts a little bit longer than 10 p.m. And you check out episode 15 of Wednesday Night Asylum. I thank all y'all that watched episode 14, this super show of Wednesday Night Asylum on the special night, Friday night at 8 o'clock. And all I ask is you look at my other videos on my channel, subscribe, like, share, the whole 9 yards. Help a guy out. And so with that being said, be sure to tune in Wednesday night for Wednesday Night Asylum. Each week, on average, each Wednesday at 10 o'clock or after Dynamite goes off. Thank you for watching.